Start my next run. It is a classic run, and my jobs are Black Mage, Knight, and Red Mage. So actually, interestingly, I will have one character in the Bear class for the first little while until we get to the Water Crystal. Alright, let's get this party cracking. So as you know, all of those runs that are classic are also natural. So that means that my jobs have to stay. I'm going to turn on fast forward on my emulator to get through the opening cutscenes a little bit more quickly. So forgive the fast sound and choppiness of the emulator as it tries to run at about 1.5 times speed. Unfortunately, there's no other way to really speed up these opening cutscenes, so I'm going to take advantage of my playing on emulator status. I'm going to open up my quick guide. I made a little one-sheet guide from the walkthroughs, just to make sure I don't forget anything important in the early stages of the game. Today will be a rather short stream. Yesterday's got into 3 hours because I just decided to finish it from the beginning of World 3. I had some encouragement and help from chat to go ahead and finish it. And I even added on a battle with Shinryu, which I beat, and then the Omega I set up later last night off stream because I didn't want to stream a 2-hour video of draining down Omega. Which would have been quite boring for any viewer to tune in. I would have never had another viewer ever. And that would be unfortunate because I have, since streaming this or starting streaming with Final Fantasy V, I've learned a lot about this game from viewers who have tuned in and given me tips. Things that I had not seen other places or things that I had read other places and forgotten. It's one of the great things about the Fiesta, is that it forces you to explore more jobs that you haven't before. But I've been playing this game for years, but I've always been playing with the easy to understand jobs. I've never expanded my horizons in this game. And I am going to keep it on fast speed during these first battle and more cutscenes. That's why I like to keep the real-time timer going, because the in-game timer gets messed up because I do a lot of my grinding on fast speed also off-stream. I know we missed this great Lena's theme. Alright. Can I do Reg FF1? Cool. Reg FF1. Sweet. And Bartz will soon be a Black Mage. My first run was on the SNES version. I prefer that translation, and I prefer the settings of that one. It's just the way my heritage in this game goes back to the Super NES version on an emulator. But I do like the GBA version for the dash ability that you get without needing a thief in your party or the thief's dash ability equipped. My first run in this one, I happened to draw a thief as my first job, so I felt comfortable playing through with that version. But last run where I didn't get a thief, and this run where I know I won't have a thief because I've gotten all 4 of my jobs already. It's just going to be a lot easier. to be able to use the Thief Dash ability to get through dungeons and towns. I'm going to keep the fast speed on until we've gotten through the next couple of battles and the next chatty part with Lena and Galef. I don't particularly like fighting battles with fast speed on, but it certainly makes those long text cutscenes go by much more quickly. And these battles are just mash the A button kind of battles anyway. So, I don't feel bad just pounding the A button through these. During battle, it seems like you can hold down A to make the next choice. But for text, sadly, it seems like that's not the case. I can't just hold down the A button and advance the text when I don't feel like reading it. I have to mash it. I'm playing on my Logitech USB controller. And on the Super NES version, I could map a different button to be Turbo A that I could use to mash through text. I haven't found a way to do that on this emulator, so maybe I can't. There is a way to turn your A button into a Turbo A button, but I can't do that all the time because I don't want to be making incorrect choices in menuing or in battle with a Turbo A button. I would like to have a different button mapped to Turbo A with Visual Boy Advance. And maybe I've just been too lazy and haven't been thorough in going through the Visual Boy Advance menus. Alright, shortly here we're going to be turning the emulator back down to regular speed. Here we go. And now hopefully we won't be using the emulator speed up for a while. Oh, I have to trigger this cutscene. I'm going to do my first save. I guess I should have kept the speed up for this cutscene. This is a short one. This is no big deal. Alright, so I'm going to set up my save file. And this was on the world map just before my last run. My random run. Alright. So I've got that file saved. I'm going to keep the other files intact in case I need to do the Omega demonstration again, if something didn't get recorded properly. This is my trip through Pirate's Cave. There's my recovery spring up there. Don't need it. And I'll fight this first series of battles to see if I can level up just a tiny bit. I think I am planning with my team to get the chicken knife. Even though I will have a knight in the party, going for the Brave Blade is such a beast in this game, especially when playing with the Fiesta. I know the Brave Blade is really overpowered for the knight, but there'll be plenty of other swords the knight can use that are pretty powerful. And I think it just makes it worth it time-wise to not have to fight all those battles in dungeons. Because generally, with, of course, the exception of what we're doing right now, I don't care to fight battles in dungeons because it throws off my timing and my rhythm of where I was going. I tend to forget where I was heading when I fight a battle to its conclusion. If I'm on my way to a chest that I know is hidden, I will often forget about that chest during a battle, so I can't remember if I was going to or coming from a chest or a set of stairs or somewhere else, so I end up doing a lot of extra backtracking, and it's mostly just me not focusing. and not remembering where things are. But my preference is to grind outside of dungeons, and then when I'm ready to tackle a dungeon, I go ahead and just run from every battle until I get to the boss. That also, of course, saves your resources for the boss, so you're not using a lot of your healing items. As I was assigning my jobs to this classic run, I was going through each job, tweeting to Gilgabat, going, what's my water, what's my fire, what's my earth? So I watched the first 2 black mages pop up, and I went, oh boy, oh boy. And then I got the knight, and I was going, oh, I need someone who can heal. I'd like some kind of healing, please. Some kind of healing, please. But, when I got the red mage, I was happy. Even though the red mage kind of loses functionality later in the game, a white mage would have been nicer. I would have preferred a white mage to a red mage, probably for a classic run. Even though they do learn X magic using 2 magic spells, it's not as useful when you can't transfer that to another character. I mean, I'm sure I'll master out the red mage job, since you can't change these players' jobs. They'll all be mastered, and I'll have a mastered knight and mastered black mages. And of course the mastered red mage with X magic, but it won't be much help for me, because I can use X magic on something like Fire 2. So as far as offensive spells, not so good. It will be nice that I can use Protect, and I think Shell. I think the red mage can use Shell. Protect, I'm sure they can. Also, something I haven't considered is how I'm going to get through some of the parts when you're down a party member, because you can't change the job of who you have. So some of those dungeons where, like, Lena's missing when you do the pyramid, and even and Galef is missing when you fight the last few encounters before you go to World 3 or World 2, right before you get the Earth Crystal, or after you get the Earth Crystal. I'm sorry. Right after I get that last set of jobs, Galef goes away. So I won't have the knight. I guess I'll have a red mage and 2 black mages to get through Titan and Adamantium and Poroboros, which won't be too bad, I don't think. Those black mages will be really helpful in just blasting those bosses up. Jeff, if I had several knights, then I might have gone for the Brave Blade, but because I have some magic classes, and actually all of them can equip the chicken knife. But it will make it hard when I'm like doing the Karnak Castle escape. It'll make it hard to get out of there quickly if I can't run from the random battles I get into. And that Karnak Castle escape is one of the most intense moments in video games for me. In the games that I play, which are mostly games like this, it's one of the most tense parts of video games. Even though it's not really all that risky. I like to be able to get the Guardian Knife, or the main gauche it's called in this one. And the Elf Cape. And then I generally know where the money chests are that are unguarded, and then the rest, of course, have elixirs. And then the Izuna spell, which I need to look up and see if the red mage can use the Izuna spell, because he might not be able to, so that might not be worth going around there for. And of course I won't have a ninja to throw the, is it a lightning scroll you get just before? I should have turned on fast speed during this cutscene. I forgot how long this takes. The ship cutscene. I'm going to skip the town for now. I'm just going to go ahead and do the Wind Shrine. Go ahead and do that now. We gotta get my 5 potions from this guy. I'll get my job set, and then I will, I'll head to town. Some people I've seen grind a little bit in the Wind Shrine, not really for the experience, but for elixirs, because the, some of the enemies in here have a elixir drop. Have a random elixir drop. Alright, let's see how well I can navigate. Hey, welcome back! Welcome back, R6. Thanks for your help yesterday. I don't know if you tuned in when I first went on stream, but I made a video of how to set up the Omega quick drain. I'm going to throw that, I'm going to make a highlight of it on my Twitch channel, and I'll also throw it on YouTube, because I was able to set it up and it did work. Although it took forever. It took forever to work. It took 2 hours, almost 2 hours with the emulator on fast forward for it to drain out Omega, but I got him. And of course you saw Shinryu and X-Step, so this is my my classic run. Let's see, is it here? Yeah. Broadsword. But you know what? It was all right. I didn't mind so much setting that up. I don't think I got another piece of leather, did I? No. Yeah, it was okay. I set it up, turned on the emulator at quick speed, and then I went and I made dinner and ate. I had a nice supper. Yeah, this team should be decent. 2 black mages, a knight. The red mage I could probably take or leave. I would have preferred a white mage, maybe. Would have maybe preferred the white, but this will be okay. I'm kind of thinking already ahead on strategies for Shinryu and Omega, because I'd like to take them on again if I can. Uh-oh. Bad news there. I thought about Brave Blade in this run, but I don't think I'm going to. It would be probably the right thing to do with this party, but I don't like to fight all the battles in dungeons. And I think just for that, for my convenience, I'm going to go for the chicken knife. Just to make my job a little easier. It's probably the smart thing to go for the Brave Blade, but I don't want to fight all those battles in dungeons and in the Karnak Castle escape and all that. I like to just run. I'm going to turn my speed back up to get through this cutscene. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, I'm not worried about berserking Shinryu. I had thought about berserking him with that, but part I'm worried about is protecting from his attacks after that, because I don't have blink, I don't have quick. You know, and I've got the elf capes, I guess, and the one thing that I did see is I can use the Knight Guard ability, have the other characters in critical. Yeah, I see. Yeah, just as I was saying that, have the Knight use Guard and protect on that. So that was that's my first plan for Shinryu. My stream does get a little laggy while I'm in fast forward because my computer is very, very underpowered. So my stream gets kind of chunky, but on my end at least it helps me get through these a lot more quickly. Today on stream, I'm hoping to just get to the water crystal, probably. Today will probably be a little shorter stream. So I might just run up to take on Galura. What would your thoughts be on Omega with the team I have set up? I know that's going to be a ways away before I have access to Omega. What might your thoughts be on that to start? Not to put you on the spot. I set up my my first set of jobs here. And is it easy option is don't bother. You are right about that. And that's was my first thought. If I can think of something easy, I'm going to try it. I need to look up something real quick. I need to remember if it's Galef who needs the Earth job or if it's Ferris who needs the Earth job, because now I'm forgetting. Hard option is very overleveled. Yes. Hard option would be very overleveled. I'm just going to confirm who needs which job, because now I'm wondering if it was Galef who needs the Earth job on the classic run. It is Galef who needs the Earth job. Okay. Okay, Wind, Lena Fire, or sorry, Lena Water, Ferris Fire, and Galef Earth. Okay. So Galef is going to be my freelancer then. She's going to be my fire job, which was the Knights. Yep. Okay. And then these two are going to be my black mages. Okay, so then I'll wait. Galef will be my red mage when I get that far then. So it'll make it a little easier getting up to the water crystal, having the freelancer there, because I'll be able to use the whip and stuff. Yeah, with Omega, and I thought about that. Thundaga would be my my best choice, and that would be the way to damage him. The only thing I couldn't figure out is how I could stay alive with who I have. I wouldn't even know what my options would be to keep my characters from getting wiped out, so probably Omega is not going to be okay on this run, but Shinryu with the Knight's Guard does seem like it's at least worth a try. And of course that's a long way off from me. That's going to be a while before I'm even close to that far. Alright. I think I'll do my shopping first before I trigger the cutscene, and I'll try to fast forward through that one too. Alright. Can I get to that antidote? You finished your fiesta. Congrats on finishing the fiesta. Congrats on that. Are you going to be starting another run? No, at least learn that one. Hence, where's the other stuff here? And then is there Phoenix down back here? Underway already. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Love it. Well, with your knowledge of the game, I'd be surprised if you didn't have it beat before I finish my stream today. Yeah. Alright, let me get my stuff from here. Yes, I'm new to this adventuring thing. I've not been playing Final Fantasy V since 1999. Get this out of the way. Come on. There we go. That's a pretty profitable battle. Get the leather cap and the shoes. Alright. Black, Zerker, Bard, Chemist got all three. Excellent. I don't know if I'm not brave enough, at least this year, for Berserker Risk. I'm not going to be brave enough for it. And I think I might have to just get a little bit more gold before I can do that. I'm going to grind for just a little bit of gold in the Wind Shrine and see if I can get an elixir drop from those guys. Just going to get a little bit more armor before I go on to the canal. And again, hope I get a nice drop. Yeah, Barisk is per producer, yeah. So next year I might be brave enough for that next year. But this year I considered it when I first signed up because I did register beforehand for my first run. So let's see if I can get lucky with a drop here. And I'm just going to grind for just a little bit. I'm going to turn on my emulator speed. Get these battles in just a little more quickly. Oh, I need to set them to fire. Ouch. And Mold Winds, I think those are the guys that can drop the elixirs. Shoes. Get out of here for that. Thief, Black Ninja. Yeah, I think Shinryu seems doable there. Oh, up on that floor you can get 3 Mold Winds. Good to know. I'll head up there. I'll head up there. Oh, I need to reset my menus. That's what's going on here. I forgot I haven't set my menus to where I want them. That's what's going on. Remember an auto dash. There we go. And where's my window color? Alright. That's better. Thanks for the tip on the 3 mold wins. I am on VBA, yes. I haven't used it much before. It's the only Game Boy Advance emulator I've ever tried, I've ever used, and it seems to work well. If the might just bite till the mages run out of MP. Leather shoes. All right. So that should give me enough money to get the stuff I need, and I think I'll be okay elixir-wise. Oh, I can get some speed ups in there? Okay. I'll have to play around a little bit more with that for times like this, so I don't have to go do like what I'm doing now. Go to my menu, turn on and off my speed up. I'll have to do that. I was kind of hoping for another thief so I could do another run on my on the Super NES version, because I do really like the Super NES, the old ROM translation. I really like that one. But I can see why people really like the GBA one. I like the auto dash. Oh, the button has to be held down. Okay. That's a little less convenient, I guess, for long grinding sessions. But that's a good tip. I do need to look around on the settings more anyway, so thanks for the tip to get me started digging through there. Come on. I don't know if it's even worth it to buy him a rod, but I'm gonna. For the other one. Because that boosts their magic, I guess, by 1. Does she have... Actually, you know what, I'll just get that full setup. And he's got the broadsword. Okay, I do have another broadsword for Barris. So let's get this stuff set up. That sets... Okay, one more cap. We've all got that set. Alright. Great. Great. Alright. And then just the rest on healing items. Is my item shop in here? Yes, it is. Alright. There we go. That'll be a start. That should get me through Carlabos. See, here's another cutscene skip I want to do. This would be nice to have just that toggle it on button so your cutscene is done, then toggle it off. And then when I'm streaming, the GBA, the Visual Boy Advance, doesn't actually quite get to 2x speed on my computer because my computer's so lousy. It gets to about 130% speed, but when I'm not running my broadcasting software, it can get up to 2x speed. So if I wasn't recording the Omega fight, I wasn't streaming it. I was just recording it to disk. If I wasn't recording it, it probably would have taken a lot less time than the 2 hours because my emulator could actually get up to about 200% speed. So the Omega Drain fight would have been a lot quicker, but I wouldn't have been able to capture the screenshot. I did it recording it so that when he faded away, I'd be able to go back and get a screenshot from the video. And then with the video I made today of setting it up, I'm hoping to post that on the subreddit for the Fiesta. That's my plan, because I wasn't understanding the instructions very clearly, and I haven't seen a video of anyone else doing it, so I thought I could just make a quick one in case anyone else wants to know how to do the quick drain trick with Omega. Someone like me who doesn't have the comprehensive knowledge of this game, like you, but I'm getting there. I'll get there. Now I think in the ship's graveyard you can get the dagger drop from those skeleton guys, and I think the dagger might have a higher damage than the broadsword. I might be wrong about that. I might be wrong about that, but the dagger might have a higher damage than broadsword, so I may, if I get a drop on one, I'll see if it is stronger, and then maybe I'll fight a couple more skeleton guys to try to get another drop. Because I might as well bulk up a little bit, and I'm hoping not to grind much in the early part of this game, at least until I get the red mage. The dagger is more powerful in this version. That's what I thought. So I may run around and try to get some of those. With my last run, when I just had 4 monks to start, I didn't have to do any grinding in the first part of this game, because they don't need any equipment, they don't need any magic, and they're so beefy. Beating those first few bosses was pretty easy. Carlaboss and Siren, and even Forza and Magissa, with 4 monks just pounding. Dagger uses a different formula for speed, huh? That's crazy. I love it, though. Whoops. That's really interesting. And that's one of the most interesting things about this game is, and I didn't know the thing about the daggers. I'll need to read more about that, I guess. But when I was doing the chemist run, I was reading about how those level buffs influence your hit percent and your evade percent, and your damage values for attack and magic and all that. That guy Sulla really got into it. A ninja can hit like a truck. I like it. Ouch. Ouch, come on. He's gonna need healing. Alright, here we go. let's go. The random enemies only attack females, huh? That's an interesting piece of knowledge. Except Carla Boss, sure. That's interesting. I had no idea. There we go. I don't mind if he stuns Galef. As long as my mages can keep smacking him. There we go. That was easy. That's really weird. The random enemies only attack the women in your party. That's crazy. Well, I wonder what kind of programming they put in for that. That's really weird. That's one I have not read in any of the facts. I've seen a few people are streaming the old PS1 version of this, and I played a ton of the PS1 version back right when it came out. And I hated the load times, but I liked that I could play it on a console. But I can't imagine what it'd be like playing with those load times today. Like every battle and every menu has a long load time. That would be really tough for me. So that would be the females would be to hint at Ferris's real identity. So you go, oh, it's only attacking Lena and Ferris, huh? Again, as if it's not obvious right away. Yes, her sprite is quite something. And the pendants, and we get more clues up here. Alright. Should have probably turned on emulator speed during this part too. There we go. I don't want to deal with a back attack. I'll fight those guys if I can get them on even ground. I don't want to deal with a back attack from that nonsense. Here we go. This I can deal with. This I'm alright. See if I can get him in one round with my setup now. Do you think flail to Galef? What does that do with his, I guess it bumps his attack up. And then is it, yeah, forgot about that. A couple leather shoes, and they've got them already. Yes. Nothing in that. Oops. I need, yes. Grab it from there. Yeah. Down through this way. Flail has that tricky damage calculation, right? Where sometimes it does half damage, and sometimes it does 1.5 damage. It's also back row okay. I thought about that. I thought it was back row okay. I thought so, but it didn't say right there clearly. Oh, I need to look here. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to see on my screen with the smoke. I thought it was back row okay, but it didn't say on there, and I couldn't remember. No dagger drop. Money in the skull chest. That's a healthy chunk, too. Alright, sweet. Did I get that dagger drop this time? Not on 3 skeletons, huh? That's a tough drop rate. Let's see if he still does 70. Excellent. Forgot about that. I don't know if I told you this the last time when I was streaming through this one. I'll deal with these guys. But on the old Super NES emulated version, when the ZSNES and the ROM were still kind of new on the internet, it couldn't handle the layers of that fog. I don't know if I mentioned that to you already. Whoops. Oh, I knew that was there, too. I knew that was there. I knew that hole was there. And I just botched it. I do that a lot in this game. I think I'm going to speed through this cutscene. I like the very progressive, open approach they have to gender identities in this one. I say that with a laugh. And she references dollars. I like the translation in this one is really interesting. I don't know. I think I definitely prefer the Super NES translation, the old fan translation. Alright, I'm hoping to get one of those dagger drops. Maybe I'll fight a few skeletons here, see if I can't get a little bit. Since I'm so close to the rest area. Here we go. This is it. This is gonna be the drop. Oh, should have done that and all. That's okay. Should have done that on all. No big deal. Because this is gonna be the drop. This is gonna be it. I can tell. No. Nothing. Nothing on the drop. Come on. There it is. Excellent. Let's put them down at 14. Yeah, I think I... No. I think for the boss I may just do that with him. But I'll go ahead and rest and save again one more time. Now that I did get the dagger drop in case something goes wrong. Oops. Yes. I suppose having a toggle speed up button that you hold would be nice just to get through resting. So you don't have to wait for the sleeping cutscene to get you through. Alright. I know that's not the way to go. Knives, yeah, knives can't go two-handed. Yeah. Yeah, I think for the first boss here, I'm going to go with the reliable damage of the dagger. And the boss isn't particularly tough, if I remember correctly. I'm going to speed up through this cutscene. Something's fishy and it ain't cod. I like that. I like that statement. I like when they reference real-life things like dollars and cod. So, curious, when you play these games, do you play them in English, or are they localized into your first language as well? Because I wonder if they use a lot of statements like, I feel like $1 million, that I think are probably specifically American, not just because they reference American dollars, but that's just kind of not something you would hear in other countries. You wouldn't hear someone say, I feel like €1 million in Ireland, or £1 million in England. But I'm sure those American phrases do get passed around in the English-speaking world quite a bit. There we go. I think that's pretty much the end of this cutscene. And going to be the end of her. I'm going to have to wait till she goes undead to hit her with fire. Okay, so I guess I would imagine Latvian probably isn't a very common language for localizing. So you tend to stick to English. Alright. So in this form, is she gonna be okay? I know she has high physical defense. Can I get her with fire now? Yes, I can. Excellent. Excellent. Are you really gonna make me heal that guy? You really gonna make me heal? See if that does it. There we go. Alright. Not so bad, not so bad. Ha 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 ha. Alright. That's right. Forgot she's still poisoned. Alright, I'm gonna run down to town here to rest up and yeah, get my fire rod. That'll help. This is the first time I've had black mages at this point of the game that can actually equip that fire rod that you can pick up here. And I don't like that they put the inn just to the left and then the desk just to the left of that. I think every town in Japanese RPGs, the inn and the desk should be straight up from the entrance. Or straight to the right if they need to do that. So that you can just hold down the A button and dash up to where you need to be. Alright. The antidote's down there, right? How do I get down there again? There's an antidote up here, yeah. Knew about that. We need to go... Well, I'll buy the stuff I'm looking for it, I guess, maybe. You can get sleep. At least. Ah, there we go. That's how we get it. Oh, and it's a frost rod. I thought it was a fire rod. My bad. And... Alright. These... Big upgrade. Shield on her. Alright, let's get rid of that knife. Another shield for now. I'll hang on to the dagger. Bear with me on my slow menuing. those. And that won't get me much, and actually I should just use that on items. I think I'm going to stick with the equipment setup that I have and just get some items because I don't feel like grinding for money again. I'm going to grab a couple more antidotes and a couple more potions. Armor is better than the plate. Than the copper plate. Oh, there's one of those wild gorillas. So yeah, this is on doing these dungeons, or like this is the outdoor dungeon that the North Mountain is. I just like to run from things rather than grind. Especially straightforward ones like this, where there isn't really much to do. And you know what, I probably should have bought an eye drop, but I didn't. I forgot about that. The gold needle anyway. I think I'll be okay. Get around these plants, and those are the guys I really don't want to be fighting. That'll stone you. Alright, here we go. I'm going to speed up through this cutscene too, where she throws the rope across the bridge and everything. Alright, cool. Yowzers. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put in... I forgot to equip the frost rod. There we go. And I think Forza can be put to sleep, I think. I'm gonna try it here. Okay, yep. Sweet. So I'm just gonna keep... She can be muted? Yeah, I thought that she could. And not as much damage there, but that rod really helps. And if I run out of MP, I'll smack him, but I think I'll be able to get him before too much time goes by. Why not? Why not? I like the boost from the rod. That's a nice help. That works very well. Now this becomes just kind of a slow slugfest till we whittle him down. That's okay. I find that in doing the Fiesta, a lot of battles end up turning into this, a lot of boss battles. Especially in the early part of the game. Last time I was doing this with white mages, which leads to some very, very slow battles. And this is going to be the first time I've used the whip. I'm going to throw it on Galef here. And then once I go to Tycoon Castle, I'm going to speed this up again. I'm going to scroll down in my notes too. I'm going to get my treasure collecting quest here now. Alright. The other kind of tough chore that I'm gonna do in this stream is I'm gonna get the get the elf cape. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the katana down in the Tycoon basement, which I need to remember where that is. I'm also gonna try to grab the elf cape and run from all those bad guys, whatever they're called, the jackanapes. I'm going to do my best with that. I know it's last time I did it, it took a few tries and a few Phoenix Downs, so it was a little bit tedious, but it's nice to also have for Garula, so that you can avoid some of his attacks. Oh, she's still hurting. But it looks like her poison is gone. We didn't get a little invisible healing there. Yeah, use guard with Ferris, who's got that now. Of course. So I'm going to do all my treasure collecting here. I'll do this, and then I'll head to Tycoon and get the healing staff and all of that stuff. I guess Galef can use that for a little while. It's going to be no good on my black mages. think that's all that's going to do is trigger this FOCO cutscene. I don't know if you need to trigger this or not. I usually do. But might not be necessary. And I don't think there's anything... Come on. In these. No. So I can probably just skip that little FOCO cutscene next time I'm coming through here. Come on. Yeah, I think once I take down Garula, I'll cut the stream today. Assuming I can... 13 high potions in World 1. Excellent. Were you stealing from the flame ship? That's what I did when I had my thief on my first run. I was stealing from the poltergeists on the flame ship because I did a little bit of level grinding there too for rods because it was really more money grinding. So I was getting high potions. That's excellent though. 13 in World 1. I'm gonna need that kind of healing on this run. I don't think I'm gonna get that kind of healing on this run, but I'm gonna need it. No, that's where I want to be. Oh, Ronin Knights? Yeah. All right. Grind through these while I'm picking this up. Good to hear that you're playing while you're watching. My stream, especially this part of the game, is probably not going to be very entertaining to watch, but I do appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate your tips. But I'm glad that I'm not your only source of entertainment and stimulation. So I can get through this cutscene. Mash, mash, mash. Another weird cutscene. I don't know why it does this. It doesn't really seem to do much with the characters. I don't know. Get that out of the way. Alright, and 4th floor up from the throne room. Oh, yep, okay. And I think this just goes up to the king's room. Yeah. Nothing there. And yeah, Lenin's room. So it's just that other side. Alright. We went up there already. And let's get the cottages. Those are going to be helpful with all the magic healing I'm going to need. And get our weapons from the storehouse. Alright. Staff. Here's the katana. Yeah, 42. What a bump. What a boost. Love it. I am going to be mashing folks up. Okay. Okay. That's all I want from here. Alright. And now I'm going to head over to Waltz. And I do need some armor upgrades, so I hope I don't have to grind to get my armor upgrades. Where's that water jar? With my silver specs. Let's see. Put it over here. Yeah, heal staff is great. Heal staff is great. Yeah, there's the silver specs. Who I want him to not be darkness. Can the red mages equip heal staff? I think red mages can equip staves. Staves, I guess, is the is that one. Because that's going to be about as powerful of healing as the red mage is going to get. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so plenty of money stuff that I want. Yeah, and I've used it in both of my other runs so far. I've done it in both of the other runs. Trigger this cutscene. I'm trying to decide if I should, because I'm so short on money, but I don't want to grind before I have the red mage. I'm trying to decide if I should grind now for that money. Either way, I'm going to have to try to get through this basement using as few Phoenix Downs as possible. I need to get everybody in the right row. So I'm going to see how far I can get. Ooh, two right there, huh? Come on. Need to rely on some luck. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on. Let's do it. Oh, I should have equipped the Elven Mantle. I should have equipped the Elven Mantle. Oh no. Now I'm toast. I should have equipped it. Said I was in a hurry. And I didn't get a chance to use guard with her, and I probably won't, because he'll attack and get him again. Come on, get out of there! Yeah, I'm just gonna take that, because I used more Phoenix Downs than I needed to. All right, because I don't want to use a bunch of Phoenix Downs getting through there, but with guard, I should be able to make it. Yes, that one. All right, here's the second try. Ninja Beastmaster, good draw. Oh, whoops! And I forgot to move them to the back row, or to the front row, I guess I should say. Well, I'm getting worse luck with encounters this run. Getting very bad luck with encounters. At least I'm getting away after just one hit. Alright. Here we go. This is it. Alright, get to guard though. Get to guard. Alright. There we go. I'm gonna revive one more. Use one Phoenix down. See if I can get through with just one Phoenix down. Alright, gotta get through this battle. Just this battle. Come on. Come on, just this battle. Alright, miss with the Elf Cape. Get to guard. They're out. Yes, got the Elf Cape. I am hyped for the Elf Cape. We get out here and save. And Omega going down. Yours. That's an excellent team you've got. Oh, I'm glad I got that stupid Elf Cape. That's always a pain. But guard really helps. If you can get to the knight to have a turn with guard, that really helps. The guard and cover was a nice combo when he would survive long enough. And I guess 2 Phoenix Downs isn't as bad. It's awfully nice when I had the Thief and you can just use escape right away. Thief gets a turn, just use escape right off the bat. So I think with the Elf Cape here now, I think I am going to just go through the tower and get my next job, and then finish up the stream before I grind for more money in town. Yeah, that's right, and no back attack. Yeah, no back attack on the thieves, you're right. Oh, it's right stairs down to the storeroom. Oh, that's right, and ninjas have that nice, yeah, preemptive shot. And 490 gold, right? Where's the money? There it is. There's the money. And that, like, doubles my money count on this run. So I will, I guess I'll buy some stuff here. Am I still dead? Yeah, so I'll have to rest. See, now this inn is perfect. It's straight up. It's right there. Straight up. Right in the middle. That's exactly what we need. Alright. I'm going to buy what equipment I can with the money I just picked up. Because I don't think there are any new spells here, are there? No, not for me. I thought not. Alright, I can get 2 of those. That'll be a start. Oh, I forgot I picked up the mithril helm. That was silly. That was silly of me. Sell that. Don't sell the healing staff. Keep those 2. I can't sell them. Won't need the broadsword. Mithril helm. You can get the iron helm. But I bought 1 too many iron helms, so I lost some money on that deal. What can I get for it? Not much, unfortunately. But 2 of those. Step up for them. That's a nice start anyway. And I'll get rid of my shoes and the leather armor. Alright, and I'm just gonna buy some potions with the rest to get me I guess I should have finally bought some of those eye drops, but oh well. That looks a little better. Alright, here we go. This should be quick. because I'll probably die pretty quick. Forgot about that silk robe. Shouldn't have bought that cotton robe. Or shouldn't have bought that second cotton robe. Because that's a big upgrade. 56. What is she? Oh, she's got the silk robe. So I should put it on her. Rod. And yeah, frost rod for her. All right, here we go for Garula. All right. Moving on. Wyvern. Letter Y, the word burn. Nice to steal the daggers from those guys too. Let's see, is it just this one? I think it's left first, then right. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's do it. I should try sleep on him. I don't know if he can. That's nice damage with the Ashura though. Does she have the frost rod? She does. No good on sleep. And no help on guarding, because I guess I'm not quite getting him down to critical, huh? Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm just gonna try and YOLO through it at this, using my pumped up blizzard rod. Because if she can get into critical, but I can't actually get her to critical. And I can't Gorilla seems to be hitting everybody through critical. I haven't been lucky enough to get anybody into critical where the knight can protect them. Yeah, and I don't really want to break the rod, but I will if I have to. And I'm gonna get Galef in the back row. Alright, now he's critical. So let's see if the knight can guard. I made... yeah, I'll get the whip here too first. That's what I'm looking for. That's the setup I want. That's the setup that I wanted to get. But I needed to get somebody into critical first. But this way, there should be no way to take anybody out. There's the paralyzed. But I'm just going to keep guarding. There we go. Man, oh man, oh man. So I'm gonna play this out until I get my red mage jobs, and then I'm gonna cut the stream. I'm gonna finish up. So thank you very much for tuning in. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, and sounds like your run is gonna be fantastic. Is your... I'm just checking to see if I'd like to follow your updates if you do it, if you don't mind. Okay. Alright, so let's get these water jobs set. Turn Galef into the painful red mage. I'll at least have access to the healing staff, though. I'll be able to get that going, so that'll be nice. We're gonna have Sildra make her next noble sacrifice. All right. Alright, well, I'm going to save up here, and I'm going to cut the stream. I'm going to call it a day for now. So thanks for tuning in, and good luck with your next run. And I will get that Omega video set up if you care to watch it, or if anyone cares to watch it, and put it up on the subreddit. So I will catch you later.